what's coming in for you in October as Libra season hits its stride. Okay, we're going to throw some cards around, specifically those cards, because I feel like they're giving us a sort of October vibe, just as we slip into, you know, our slipper socks, our hot chocolate, our fires. Yes, can't wait actually. So we're in Libra season. We have a lot to talk about. We're looking at what's coming in for you in October. We're looking at love life. We're looking at destiny. We're looking at channeled messages, anything you need to know. Spooky stuff, weird stuff, ordinary stuff. Okay, grab yourself a drink, get settled in, and let's go. I'm going to take 2 overall energy cards first of all, and we're going to see where they land. Swing. Ooh. That's nice. So we've got a new moon solar eclipse on the 2nd. I love a new moon solar eclipse. I know, oh my God, okay. Sorry, I've just seen one of the overall energy cards. I'm like, do I now? Do I love a new moon solar eclipse? Okay. We have the Ace of Wands, first of all. Very, very nice. The solar eclipse is a bit of a wake-up call. It's a bit of a shake-up. It's got some big realizations coming, but I don't think that they're particularly new to us, okay? I don't think that they are things that we are absolutely unknowledgeable about. I think it's things where we've known it and we've been trying to sort of shove it under the carpet like this. You know, like when you got visitors round. I don't know, maybe you're really tidy, but like when I've got visitors round and the spare room, it's like, it's just like some kind of weird car boot sale. I shove everything in there just to get it out of the way so nobody can see it. So I feel like it's stuff we may have hidden from ourselves, but now we kind of can't. Eclipses eclipse things in, they eclipse things out. We had the eclipse in Pisces, which I don't know about you, but I nearly lost my mind, and I am a double Pisces. So I think we all kind of swam around in a, what are my dreams? Where am I going with this? Where is this relationship headed? Where is my life headed? Why am I crying in the checkout at Tesco's? It was that kind of a thing. People were chucking blubs right, left and centre. I was one of them. So it feels like we got really stirred up during that time. And we did. We got emotionally stirred up. It was like, woof, get to the bottom of that barrel, scrape the sides. And we did. Here we are. And now it's like, what are you going to do with all this hard-won knowledge? Well, then we get the Tower. Cripes. Okay. Wake-up calls. Shake-ups, big realizations. Oh my God. I know, Jupiter goes retro in Gemini, 9th of October as well. And Jupiter being the planet of luck and expansion, it doesn't mean that we're going to run out of luck because Jupiter's going retrograde. It just means that it wants you to check that you're still on track. It wants you to be putting, and this is very good with the Ace of Wands as well, because this is a card of like Kundalini energy and woof. You know, it's kind of woof. It's the stuff that makes you fancy people. It's the stuff that makes you start a project. It's creativity. And it's all of the things that it's about luck and it's about expansion. So when Jupiter is retrograde, it's just saying, look, are you on the right track here? Have you plumped for the right thing? Are we heading in the right direction? Is this really what you want? Does it feel right? Does it feel right? I know. It's a lot. Okay, let's put those two there. Also, Pluto goes direct on the 12th of October. There is a lot going on, isn't there? A lot going on. And there could be power struggles with that. A sense of sort of collective... Yeah, who's got the power? And really, when we don't feel that we have power, we feel insecure and out of control. And it's not like we're power freaks and we need to be in control of everything, but it's like it's about destiny. And it's about feeling that you are at least part of it, part of the process. Okay, let's take a couple more cards. Ooh. Interesting. We get the Four of Cups. I think we need some of this, actually. I think we need some times when we are not like buzzing like a fridge. Do you know what I mean? That we're just, cool your jets. Let's just, I think things as well. Gosh, I think because we're in Libra season as well, things that are aesthetically pleasing, surround yourself with those. Hobbies that you like to do, a lovely velvet rug, deep pink colours of the heart, colours of Venus, because I feel like this is it's gonna be like a balm, because we do live in very interesting times and you need all the help you can get. And this is about self-love as well, and it's about compassion. And it feels like with the Tower and the Ace of Wands that as the month is going, the month is a bit like a sort of ferocious scribble. Okay, it's fascinating, it's creative, it's exciting, but sometimes you're like, oh, way up. You're like, oof, I need to get into emotional neutral. Okay, so this is emotional neutral. It's neither good nor bad. You are not judging whether you're in a relationship, whether you're looking at a job that you want to go for, whether it's about a friendship, whether it's about your entire life. You are just neutral. Not all the time, but when it's overwhelming. Just see it as neither good nor bad, because without benefit of clergy, as my mum calls it, or the benefit of hindsight, we don't know if things are good or bad. I mean, you must have had those times in your life. I know that I certainly have, where you thought, oh my God, like the bottom has fallen out. It's like Jennifer Aniston when she's like, there's bottom, then there's rock bottom, and then there's me, you know? And then it turns out to be the complete turning point for something. And you look back and go, well, God, if I hadn't lost that, if I hadn't done that, I would never have got to where I am now. And there are also times when we are absolutely gagging to do something, a course that we think is amazing, a relationship that has so much promise, and it falls flat. And we thought it would be great and we thought it would be good, but it turns out it wasn't the greatest thing ever. Okay, so swings and roundabouts, no judging it either way. Take your downtime, find yourself, and I'm feeling it really here. And I'm going to have to go and get one myself now. I mean, I've got heated blankets, I've got the lot. I mean, my bedroom setup is good. And I think you need to make your bedroom setup as good as you can get it. Or your sofa setup, or both, because we're sort of in that season anyway. It's a bit chilly and all the rest of it. But a deep sort of maroon, sort of this colour. This colour. I don't know what this crystal is. I'm rubbish at naming crystals. So if anybody knows, let me know, because someone gave it to me. This colour. Okay, I'm feeling this. Velvet. Nice. Okay. The Five of Cups. Yeah. We do need to prioritise. Okay, we've got a full moon coming in Aries on the 17th of October. We need to prioritise our hopes and dreams for the future. With Jupiter retrograde, with this full moon, we need to let go to make space for our dreams. Okay, and it's not always easy to let go, but we can't have it all. As in, the universe is like, prioritise or I'll make you. I know, it's like, thanks universe. It's eclipse season. You don't always get a choice, and it's always better, I would say, to get in there first before the universe just like goes, ugh, and lays it on for you anyway, and just moves something along. It's like, move it along. She's not listening. Move it along. She'll cope. She'll live. Or he. Okay. let's have a look in terms of life purpose. Then we will look at love life. Unless love life pops up and just like smacks us on the chops anyway, and we'll be like, well, it's love life then, or the other way around. There will be an extended reading. In the extended reading, we take all the love cards that come from this reading, and we go mad channeling. I use loads of different decks, and we ask, how do they feel about you? What's going on here? What's going on your side? What's going on their side? Is there a side? Is there a ship? Is there a relationship, situationship? Any kind of ship. The first link in the description box if you want that, okay, when we get to the end. Okay. Okay, cool. We get the Five of Wands. This is about communication struggles. For some of you, this is about work. It's about colleagues. It's about structure. It's about not being understood. It's also, it's not major. You know, this is not like, oh my God, my boss is a complete narcissist. I literally can't get out of bed. You know, it's not down to the sort of doldrums of that. But this is more like, oh God, if Margaret, be careful what I say here. If Margaret puts one more notice on that chair, do not lower my chair, you know, the sort of thing, or insists on having climate control at a certain whatever it is, or frankly, stinks the place out doing tikka masala in the microwave at lunchtime, when you know, you know, then I'm literally going to throttle her. It's that kind of a level. So it's not, you know, I mean, we've been there with the big stuff where it's, wow, I actually need to leave. This is more, it's more kind of the intricacies and are you okay? Are you doing all right where you are? Or is there something that you need to say? I mean, are you looking for a pay rise? Are you wanting to talk about promotion? Are you wanting to leave? You know, do you want to talk that through with somebody? Do you need to make that clear? Or are you just really irritated by your co-worker? There's something here about stoicism. So I would choose your moment. And I would say that earlier in the month is better. I perhaps wouldn't have that conversation in a full moon in Aries on the 17th. Well, depends what result you want. You know what I mean? If you want a fast and fiery big one, then okay, go for it. Mid-month it is. But if you want it to be more sort of elegant and constructive, I'd go for more like just after the solar eclipse on the 2nd. Because that is a real, you know, let's start as we mean to go on. We're sowing the seeds, all that kind of stuff. Let's just put that there. Okay. And then we have the King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles is great to get for work and any kind of life purpose because it means that you've kind of got your sensible pants on. You know, you've got your apple packers on. Good support at the front. Is that just me? I've been jeans shopping. So I'm like, oh my God. Get me the apple packers, wrap them up to here. But anyway, yeah, King of Pentacles is the sensible card. It's the card of doing things, you know, one step at a time. I'm going to be the page, I'm going to be the knight, I'm going to be the king. It's the card about getting paid. It's the banker's card. It's a great card to get. So just know that if you manage to communicate well, and if you manage to keep a lid on it and not perhaps, or it depends, if it's a situation that needs a damn good stir and the pressure cooker needs to come off, stuff it, go for it around that time of the Aries moon and let it all hang out and clear the air and great. Either way, I'm feeling like if you can dismantle what it is you need to say and be clearer, it's going to work wonders. And also it feels, let's take a couple more cards for it though. And I'm just going to pull, I've got a weird thunderstormy day going on today where we get like loads of sun and then it goes really dark. Let's have a couple more cards on this. that makes sense actually. Oh, this is wonderful. Okay. We get the Queen of Cups and we get the Fool, which is utterly, utterly gorgeous. Okay, this is fab. When I get the Queen of Cups and I'm sort of looking here at life purpose and why we're getting out of bed in the morning and why we keep getting out of bed in the morning, because I do sometimes think it's a miracle, and for some people it is a miracle to get out of bed in the morning. That's the thing. If you've ever been ill, if you've ever been chronically ill or acutely ill or whatever, you will know how quickly you realise that just being able to put your own pants on or go to the toilet or put a spoon in your mouth or any of those things become a minor miracle, or actually a major miracle. So it feels like with the Queen of Cups that we're getting in tune with why we're getting out of bed in the morning. We're finding purpose. This is a brilliant month for finding purpose, life purpose. Some of you, it may be a swing towards the esoteric. You may have already been there anyway, but it's to do with what's in between the lines. So you may decide you want to become a therapist, that you want to help people untangle what's in between the lines. You may want to become a tarot reader. You may want to do some writing. You may want to do some energy work. Anything that's kind of esoteric and a bit out there and a bit not recommended. Because the other thing as well about Pluto going direct and the power struggles, I feel like, and also the full moon in Aries, which is a very sort of screw you guys, I'm going home type full moon. I feel like you may need to fight for your particular skills or your interests. So people will be like, God, why do you want to do that? You know, that would never work, or that's got no actual basis to it. That just sounds like a pipe dream. Then you know you're onto something, okay? So just know that anything that is to do with the esoteric is looking good for you, and you have the Fool. And the Fool is about kicking off the new project, the zero. And the reason that the Fool is zero, I love zero. I love the concept of zero. I love the look of it, the lot. I love it because nothing's happened to it. And that's what the Fool is all about. It's like, they call it beginner's luck or just innocence, that you're not actually bogging yourself down. It doesn't mean you're going to go and do something ridiculous, okay? You're probably, you know, lived here long enough that you've been on the planet long enough, not your first rodeo. You're not just going to go and do something redonkulous. But you do need to keep the magic alive, especially this month. Camera just went really weird then. Yeah, it feels like a really good time for it. And when you get the Fool, it's such a strong and powerful message. It's like, get on, get out there, get up and on it, do it, stuff what they say. Just take the naysayers as a definite yes, okay? So if you're looking at anything spiritual to do with your life purpose, and whether it's monetized, not monetized, whether it's your job, whether it's something you do on Sunday nights, doesn't matter. But that red velvet throat is going to come in very handy for some of you. I'm obsessed with it now. We've all got to get one. Right, should we look at your love life in October, or the love opportunities that may come? If you're enjoying this, by the way, do subscribe to the channel and you will get daily readings. You will get monthly readings for your star sign. Okay, that camera's really starting to bother me now. Here we go. Swing! We have the Queen of Wands for our love life. That's the first card. I'm going to take another card to go, oh my God, to go with it. Go big or go home, lady. I mean, pretty much the Queen of Wands is a bit of go big and go home, isn't she? Queen of Wands is the Diva Queen. She is the queen that says, she's got really good boundaries, the Queen of Wands. I like the Queen of Wands when it comes to love life. And she comes up with the Death card, which of course is Scorpio. We're moving into Scorpio season on the 22nd of October. So this is coming. And I don't know about you, but I'm a big fan of Scorpio season. There's a lot of transformation though, always. And you really drop that bucket to the bottom of the well during Scorpio season. So when it comes to love life, there's a bit of a, I would say, a power thing here. Death is about switching up, changing the power of something, changing the relationship with something. It may be that you just need to become more feisty, but it could also be, because we did have the Tower as the overall energy card, it could be that in the light of things that have happened, or in the light of things that come to light, you react. Okay, and let's see. Let's take some more cards for it. Yeah. 9 of Wands. This is the boundary card. It's the card of protection, self-protection. Sometimes it can go too far and you can be defensive. Okay, let me just take another card for it. Oh no, this is beautiful. Right, we get the Empress. I want to take another one as well. And the Ace. Yes, right. What is happening here? Because you are prioritizing your hopes and dreams for the future, because you are also making space for your dream, literally, you are definitely in your love life wanting to know if something is going to pay off. And that may sound a bit kind of, I don't know what the word is really, not heartless or selfish. Well, to all you empaths, I'm talking to you empaths here. You know, the shop of giving and giving and giving is closed. You need, or you will, focus on boundaries, on change, on protection, and on absolutely getting right into your feminine energy. Feminine energy is really, really, really powerful. It's not obvious, it's not out there, and it's not easy to get into. It's easy feeling when you're in it, but very easy to slip out of and to kind of start to want to control. This energy is at once letting go of control. This could be in a relationship, it could be just in your feelings about love in general, but letting go of the need to conduct, to control, and to contain. Okay, this I'm getting channeled when you sift for gold. You know, when you're, I have to do the mime of it really. Obviously I've never really sifted for gold, but I've seen it on telly with like the wooden sides, the panning. You're panning and you're seeing what gets through the net. Okay, and this is very, very wise, and I am very pleased to see it. Woof. God, I love this. Okay, this, by the way, is the Mystic Maiden's Tarot, if anyone's asking, and I know you're going to be. The Devil, oof. I like this. It's got a double-edged sword thing going on in October for us, okay? And I believe that this is going to lead us... Sure, it's actually... I'm getting heat off this cards. That's amazing. I'm actually getting heat. Oh, my God. This leads us into Scorpio season, okay? Now, one, you're going to be dealing with what drives you. What are your unconscious desires? It's exciting, it's esoteric, it's a bit naughty, it's maybe a surprise to you, but don't shy away from it, okay? What are your deepest desires? They may surprise you. It's also about backing yourself 100%. And any kind of toxicity that might be around in existing relationships will be challenged, either by you, or if you don't fancy picking up the tab, the universe will get it for you. We're in eclipse season. It does that. Oh, I like this. Okay, let's just hold those two up. Let's just get rid of me and then you can see them a bit better as well. Two of Wands. Oh, isn't that absolutely gorgeous? God, that is so beautiful. Two of Wands, a decision. So some of you may be deciding, it's not really one way or the other. It's more of a sort of, do I flow this way? Do I flow that way? Okay. If you are single or semi-single, it's like there's something in between single. Single but stuff going on. You know what I mean? There's irons in the fire, sort of, but you don't know if they're hot or not. I feel like you're going to lean one way or the other. You do need, if you have, it's a bit like, you know, when you buy something and you don't check out because you change your mind, and then the universe, well, no, the internet says, you forgot something in your basket. Do you want this? Do you not want this? And you have to sort of deal with it. Otherwise, you've got something in a basket everywhere. The universe doesn't want you to end up, and this is all kind of building blocks as well for 2025. The universe doesn't want you to end up with loads of different half-baked relationships in your basket. It's like, it's time to lean one way or the other. And this is kind of at the heart of it. For a few of you, there may be a relationship which has been off and on, back and forth. And again, these two cards, the Empress and the Devil, and the Death card actually, cha-ching, they join forces, which I am 100% here for. And we end up with the Nine of Pentacles, where you have the ability to look after yourself. You're not looking to fill a void. You're not looking. And that's really important, because everybody knows when you're not looking, things come in for you. And what I'm getting, I just got channeled there, is that weird thing when you were little and you've got a bucket at the seaside and you're in the wet sand, and you get that bucket and you sort of, you pull it along the sand, like that. And then as soon you get the sand, you're like, yes, I can use that to make my sandcastle. Woohoo. And then the sea fills the hole as soon as you did it. It's like, yep, coming back in, here we go. It feels like as we move into 2025, this is the crucial month for you to say goodbye to certain traits, behavior patterns, and people, and say hello to boundaries, bidding on your own happiness, and this. I like this. This is you when you're being a rascal. And why not? Let's take a couple of love oracle cards. In the extended reading, cripes, okay, I'm going to look at the other person, because that hasn't come up much in this reading. So how do they feel about you? Who is this person? What are they about? What's the relationship about? I'm going to look at love potential as well. I'm going to look at the shadow side and what might be holding you back in love, okay? Oh, I love this. I love this card. Window, a new adventure in love is coming. Get ready. I just love a window, full stop. I think windows are so full of hope. Individuality. I love this. Beware of possessive partners. Maintain your individuality. I don't think so much that's about possessive partners, but I do think it's about your individuality. No apologies. Okay. October looks rocking. Okay, I'm going to go and do the extended reading. Limber up. It's the first link in the description box if you want to join me over there. Try and bring your red velvet throw. See you in a minute. Namaste.